Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Tales of Africa podcast with your host, Richmond Setrana. Today, I have an extraordinary Ghanaian in our studios whose name is Cosmos Obeng, and he's doing the extraordinary work of helping Ghanaian students study abroad for free. I mean, this is basically unheard of because we are in an era where everybody wants to leave the country. And we have a term called Japa. Everybody wants to Japa from their home country. Everybody wants to see greener pastures abroad, look for better opportunities abroad. And one of the ways they do that is by going through the school route, by going to school abroad for greener pastures or for better opportunities in life. And this is Cosmos doing this for free. And many people don't even believe it that it's true that somebody can be able to do such a selfless activity. So yeah, we have Cosmos in our studio to tell us himself why he decided to embark on this venture. So Cosmos, it's an honor to have you in the Tales of Africa podcast studio.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity, and thank the audience who are listening to my voice or who are viewing any video over here. And I really appreciate the opportunity given to me. I am Cosmos. We are Cosmos. That is what the social media, what others they know me, but my name is Cosmos Obeng. I'm from Ghana, and had my education in Ghana, my basic education in Ghana, and I had my first degree in Ghana. I went to Italy to study. In a professional sense, I'm a chartered accountant by profession, and I left Ghana to study at the University of Calabria in Italy. And I studied my first master's over there, and I had a fully funded opportunity to study the master's from the university in Italy. From
Okay.
Italy, I went to study in France. I went to study at the University of Clermont Auvergne in France, and I went to also study at Aix-Marseille University, also in France. So in France, had a lot of qualifications from France and University of so many different universities, and I realized that getting the informations with regard to scholarship opportunities, application fee waivers, opportunities outside is really, really difficult for international students, and people don't know the way. That is the reason why others go pay money, others get frauded by others, and but the information is there, it's on the internet. So that's the reason why I have compiled a lot of different schools, application fee waivers, scholarship opportunities. We discuss these opportunities sometimes online, others follow the content, the kind of things I do on social media, and they get access to these opportunities. I cannot even count the number of people who
Wow.
are yes, who had the opportunity through the kind of things I do, others. And what I always tell people is you don't need to know me in person before
Okay.
you benefit from the kind of things I post on social media. So, like, I had a lot of qualifications, and I've studied in so many different countries and so many programs. And because of that, I am so diverse. When it comes to schools in Europe, I know everything over there. I've been to a lot of European countries. Also in US, I had a qualification in US too. So just imagine. So
You can
that's
imagine.
what I do. Yes, that's what
Thank
I
you
do.
so much, Cosmos. So, I think you've shared a lot. Some of the questions I intended to ask you, I think you've touched on some of the questions, but I mean, we'll delve a little deeper into them. So, thank you so
Okay.
much for that. And as you said, you are well studied, you are well traveled. You studied in Italy, you studied in France. You are now in the US.
Czech Republic, Luxembourg, so many different countries in Europe.
Look at that,
And yes, and including US, I had a
within
qualification.
the US.
Yes.
Exactly. So are all of them like scholarships? Like you study in this country, are they like scholarships or some of them are
Most
funded?
of them are on scholarships.
Most of them
Most
are.
of them. Oh yes. But I had my education in France. France wasn't on I wasn't on scholarship.
Okay.
But what I always advise people is these are countries with low tuition fee or no tuition fee.
Okay.
Like going to study in Germany, there are a lot of public universities. You don't need to go and pay tuition fee. For
Okay.
example, when I was studying in France,
Yeah.
the tuition fee is so low that when I by that time, by that time it was around, in Ghana City it was around 2,500 Ghana City for
That's
a
very
one
low.
year. Yes, for a 1 year masters.
That's very low. That's
Yes.
very reasonably
But
priced. And
still, a lot of the
almost
schools,
everybody can afford in a way.
yes. And aside that, there are a lot of benefit for international students in regards to uh the government, the French government paying their accommodation costs in the form of subsidy. Okay. And children don't buy handouts. They are
Okay.
provided by the professors, by the university, everything, until you are done with school, 1 year, and you are good to go. And for the public transport in these developed countries, there are some countries like I had also had a qualification from University of Luxembourg. Public transportation over there in Luxembourg is free for students. So just imagine. And they say in France too, public transportation, you pay a lot of money. Like, for example, the whole academic year, I paid around 110 euros for me to board any train, tram.
Okay.
Yes, in that, yes, where I was living. So it was very cool. It was very cool.
Amazing. Amazing. Okay. Thank you so much for that. So, these scholarships that you embarked on, like you got scholarships, some of them you had to pay tuition fees that were relatively low tuition fees.
Yeah.
Are these things that you did on your own? Do you like go through the whole scholarship process, application process on your own? Because we are now you are helping people to apply. But when you had to do it, did you get help from anywhere, or is it something that you did?
I never get help. But I consulted friends, people I never know them in person when I was in Ghana, and
Okay.
they accepted my request through Facebook. And right now we are like a family because these are people I never knew them. I sent a message to them that I needed the assistance because I know the person is studying over here. Some of them rejected the request, but others accepted. And like I have a friend who, when I was going to study in Italy, a lot of things I asked him. He provided all these things for me to go through smoothly to transit from Ghana to Italy. And Italy, when I studied over there, I didn't pay anything for accommodation, for tuition. I got stipend from the school, everything. I never paid anything at the University of Calabria.
Okay. So
Yeah.
why did you decide to say, okay, you know what? I have received help, or I now have experience in school applications, scholarship applications. Now I want to help people. Let me put myself out there, and I'm not even going to charge a fee for it. I want to help as many
What
people as possible. What made you
what
decide?
I really love the academic community because I believe in helping others because I got help from others. So it's like giving back to the society. And for example, when people around you are successful, you are also successful. You know that
Yeah,
when people around you. So we are building academic community for people who want to add value to themselves, who want to study, who really want to study. Because sometimes people send me messages, Cosmos, I want to travel. I say, I don't, you want to travel, then it means you don't have any objective. What I do on social media is for people who want to study abroad, who want to add value to their lives, who maybe they will come back or anywhere they are in this world, they are going to make impact. You see, so
yeah,
I believe helping and I believe in being so kind, like adding value to the society. So that is what I do. That is what I believe in. That today, as we are talking right now, I receive about 5 different messages and about 2 masters fully funded and three PhD fully funded. So just imagine PhD fully funded. PhD. So there are a lot of opportunities out there, but people don't know. That's the
yeah.
reason why I created this platform for others to follow, for others to get that kind of information that they don't get it anywhere. And
Oh,
my style of giving out the information is so unique that I do my thorough research. I don't sleep at all. Those who follow me knows 24/7 they find opportunities on the kind of things that I do on social media. Applying for school is a job. And what I do in US, I cannot combine applying for schools for others. The people that I personally do those things for are people I know them in person, but because I don't want to involve myself with anything concerning money, what I do on social media is I bring people on board. We discuss opportunities through Zoom or Google Meet. We discuss all these things, and for the person, it is very good for the person to learn the process from A to Z than
Okay.
rather for me to make the application for the person. So when I take one university, for example, I can go through the whole application procedure, how the person can start the application and submit the application. This is what I do. It is rather good to teach the person how to fish than to fish for the person. So that's the best option that I I I I, I pursue or I'm back all the time.
All right. So
Yeah.
you said your social media platform. So how do people reach out to you? So do you have like channel or they just DM you on social media? How does it work? You also mentioned Zoom.
Yes. A lot of people send messages by LinkedIn,
Okay.
LinkedIn, a lot of followers on LinkedIn, a lot of followers on LinkedIn than on Facebook. And people also send messages on Facebook, and I have a WhatsApp contact over there. People send messages. Every message you see that the people send, every messages that the people send, I get it and I respond it. It's not to a third party.
Okay.
Anything that the person receive is through me. I it's just one person doing this whole kind of things on social media. Even though I am quite occupied, I respond to every message, each and every one on social media. There is no discrimination. It doesn't matter where the person is coming from, the religion, the the ethnic group, the nationality, the sex. A lot of different nationals have benefited from the kind of things we do on social media, like uh Nigerians, Ghanaians, Liberians, South Africans, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, so many different nationals. In even Europe, Brazil, I receive messages from all these countries, and sometimes the attacks on social media and the negative things, it discouraged me, but still because people without what I do, a lot of people also keeps encouraging me that I should bring the kind of information I have for people to also have access and apply for the opportunities. So, um, all the contacts, for example, on X, I'm also on X. People send messages over there. I communicate with people. On LinkedIn, I communicate with people, and on Facebook, and on Telegram, and on WhatsApp. These are all the channels I communicate with people.
That's really great. Thank you so much, Cosmo. So you mentioned you don't only help Ghanaians, you help people from across the world, basically.
Yes.
So
Yes.
how long have you been helping people and how many people would you say you have helped so far?
Well, I cannot give a number, but in a year it can be more than 500 because people indirectly get access to this information and get opportunity. Others will come back to you and tell you, well, through your channel, I got this, through your channel, I got this. I have received a lot of messages concerning PhD, concerning masters, concerning bachelors, different country nationals, and sending me message across the world. So that is what motivates me to also do more.
Okay, thank you. So you mentioned, so I think I read somewhere that you helped about 200 people so far, give or
It,
take. If I'm
it's
not,
it's more than that.
it's
It's
more than
more
that.
than
Okay.
yes,
So,
it's more
and
than
I'm sure the people you've helped, most of them, if not all, most of them come back to tell you, oh, Cosmos, thank you so much. You helped me. I've gotten fully funded scholarships here. I've gotten admission there. But which one did you say really touched your heart? I mean, there's this testimony that probably you heard that really, really got to you, probably got you emotional or really touched you, and then probably also motivated you to keep doing what you are doing.
Well, there are so many people, as I said, a lot of different people, and you get a negative side, a positive side, and even let me talk about one negative thing. Uh, uh, there's somebody that we use. It's not only my channel. I contacted a friend who is also operating a social media channel. We try to help the person, and The person came over to US, the person never talked to me again, and it's a whole lot of things. Aside that one, this is negative thing, but it's part of the and aside that, the positive is there is one medical doctor in Ghana. He came over to the page and he was following the content, came over, he got opportunity, and all that he told me is, I'm praying for you.
Wow.
And ever since then, anything that I touches, it becomes successful. And I receive anonymous messages and some people telling that they are praying for you. And that thing changes a lot of things that I'm doing. So this is what motivates me a lot. And it's so touching because some people will tell you, without the kind of thing that you do on social media, I wouldn't have been here. You see, you get my point. So that is what motivates me to continue to do more. So it touches my heart all the time. It makes me to feel to continue to do the same thing I'm doing to improve upon it 24/7. People see opportunities on the page, all the social media handles that I'm using.
Okay. So you spoke about some challenges that you face, some discouragements, and probably people saying some mean words to you. Can you give us practical examples of when people were being unreasonable with you?
Well, especially on our social media platform like Facebook, X, Twitter. I cannot the negativity over there from the Ghanaian community. I'm using Ghanaian community because most people who are following me are from Ghana. And the negativity over there is so much that I don't post nowadays at all. I used to post over there. Aside that, on Facebook, there is an attack. Like people will come over and insult you. People will come and say things which are not true about your life. Sometimes I ask myself, is it me that somebody is talking to? Because a handle came over to my page and the person says, I benefited from the government of Ghana scholarship, which is not true. You see, and the person will still continue to do that. It's like people are paid for them to go and lie or for them to defame, like to fabricate lies about people. So these are the things. What I am somebody who is so honest. I'm straight to the point. So when I see people confidently lying to people, because the kind of things that somebody will say, which is negative about your life, which is not true, if you don't
Yeah.
talk about it, people may think it is true.
Yeah.
So the insult, people will be saying I am deceiving people, but they will go and check. I saw a handle. The person is a medical doctor or a pharmacist, and the person is writing on my page, I am lying, I am lying, I'm lying. And I realized I pinpointed the person. So go and read. If you know how to read, this is the link. Read over it. Read on it and try to understand. Take your time. Don't say I am lying. The negativity on social media, like people trying to look down on people, people trying to insult people, it is so much that sometimes we want to give up, but it's past we have to encourage ourselves, we have to. But my advice to the youth is the social media can make and or make people.
Okay.
You go to you want to study in US and you any visa that you want to apply in US, they are going to ask for your social media handle. For example, if you want to travel to Australia, they are going to ask for your social media handle. If you There are some European countries that even if you want to travel there, they are asking for your social media handle. People may think it is wizard and witches which are doing them, but the kind of thing they don't know, the kind of thing they do on social media is what is not giving them the visa.
Mm.
A lot of embassies right now, they don't need to do anything. They just have to check your name on the internet. The kind of things that you do, the activity, they will know everything about you either for you them to give you the visa or not. So I love what I'm doing because my name is everywhere. Because I had my education in different countries, and when my name is mentioned at the Italian embassy, which is very good because I had my education over there, and they will be so proud. The French embassy, they will be so proud. Czech Republic, Luxembourg, they don't have embassy, but they have embassy of Netherlands over there. So they will be so proud that where somebody who is alumni who passed through their home country is making impact in life, which a lot of people are benefiting. So social media is very good. A lot of information is over there, a lot of good content out there. Please, people, our brothers and sisters, try to take advantage, make use of it, and everything is going to be fine. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Cosmo. So let's ask our last question for the day. So what else can you share with students who are looking for greener pastures outside? So I know you have been outside the country for some time now. I mean, you stayed in
Yeah.
Europe and now in America. So is it true that life outside, maybe life outside Africa, right, in Europe or America, is it that rosy? And also students who go there for studies, so do you advise that after their studies, they come back to Africa to probably come and better their respective countries? Or what general advice you have?
Well, before somebody travel or somebody want to study, the person has to know the reason why, the objective. The person have to plan. If you don't
Okay.
plan in life, if you don't plan, you are going to fail. So you have to plan, where do you want to see yourself in the next 2 years, the next 3 years, the next 5 years, the next week. Every time you have to get a schedule and work towards it. So somebody who want to study abroad, you have to plan. In terms of the cost, there are a lot of people, they come over, they don't know how, and they don't know how to even go about the whole process. And even the cost, there are certain things you have to do it yourself. When others sees maybe you are struggling, you have done something, the person can push you. You get the point. So this is what I've realized, and a lot of opportunities are there, different countries. But please try. The whole world is so big. Just try to move around, steady, continue to study. By God's grace, you are going to get the opportunity where you want to settle in life. My advice is, please, the whole world is so big. Maybe you can find me in US right now. You can find me in Canada. You can find me in Ghana. Anywhere. I have room a lot of countries, and studying help and it helps and add a lot of values by your career objective. You have to know where you want to live, how you want to build your family, the kind of things that you want to achieve in the next 2 years, and the kind of value you want to add to society. So please, my brothers and sisters, try to plan your academic career well. When do you want to achieve the PhD? When you want to achieve the masters? When you want to achieve the bachelors? When are you starting to work hard to make or build a family, to take care of your siblings or to take care of your younger siblings, your parents if they are grown-ups? And these are the things that I always tell people that they have to plan. They have to plan whilst they want to study, after in the middle of the studies, and where they want to see themselves in the next or three. But for me, advising people on whether they will have to return back to their home country, all of them too, it depends on the person's career path or where the person want to see him or herself. But a lot of the countries want students to show that they have a social ties in
Yeah.
their respective countries for them to return back to their respective countries. You have to prove it. If you don't prove it, no embassy is going to give you a visa. So all these things depends on the person's perspective. I hope I've answered your question well. Messages, people send me messages that, well, my brother, I want to travel. I said,
Yeah.
no, the page, the kind of things I do on social media is for people who want to study. It's not just for travel sake. Okay, because that's somebody who wants to travel through education. You have to get objective well. Else, you go to a country where you may think, oh, things are not going well. I have to return back to my home country. You have to plan the whole thing. Planning in terms of career objective, cost, and everything about life, where you want to see yourself after your studies. Either you want to integrate, you want to leave and return back to your home country. All is based on personality, where you want to find yourself as with regards to how you can build your career and add value to the society.
All right. All right. Thank you so much, Cosmos.
You're
I
welcome,
think
sir.
I think that'll be all for now. This has been a really insightful session with you. I'm sure I've really learned a lot. They've been taking down notes. I'm sure that this has been really great. And thank you
Yes.
so much. And I'm sure some people want to reach out to you. Maybe this may be the first time some people are hearing from you. They may want to reach out. Maybe they may want you to help them with information about how to apply for some schools. So can you probably mention your social media handles or where they can find
Okay.
you?
On LinkedIn, where a lot of followers are over there, my name is Cosmos Obeng. When you type Cosmos Obeng, you'll find a lot of opportunities every time. Even as we are talking, people will still find opportunities updated every 30 minutes, an hour, 50 minutes. You'll find opportunities over there. Aside on LinkedIn, you'll find my name too on X, which is Cosmos Obeng too, and you'll find my name on Facebook. The page is called I Am Cosmos, We Are Cosmos. Cosmos is just the universe, the kind of things in the
Okay.
whole universe. So people will find I Am Cosmos, We Are Cosmos. And aside that, we meet sometimes on Saturdays. We meet by Google Meet or Zoom, and we discuss about all the opportunities. People want application fee waivers. If people want more than even 400 different schools, I can provide for them. Different
Wow.
courses, different level of studies, either master's, bachelor's, PhD, and different how to get a scholarship, either your nursing, those public health, the actuarial science, statistics, chemistry, physics, psychology, political science, a lot of different programs, education, all the specialty in education. So if I didn't mention your school, your program, I am so diverse. My background, I studied accounting, I studied business law, economics, information systems. So many programs that I have studied in my life, like for example, finance and insurance, which is more related to actuarial science, and by profession, as I said, I am a chartered accountant by profession. So, please try to follow the content, the kind of things I do over there. And if you want to come over, we have a Telegram group, or we meet every Saturday for us to discuss all these opportunities, for you to know the process from A to Z, for you to apply for the school yourself. It is better for you to learn how to do it than to go and pay huge sums of money for somebody. Maybe you don't know, the person will just take your money. Or yeah. So I really appreciate the academic community. Please take advantage. The information are on social media. Good informations are there for you to take advantage, for you to apply for the school. Try to add value to yourself. It is not late. Education is never a scam.